All right, it's March 1st. It's 4 quarters. We're living in a world where North Carolina and Duke are both 0-1 in the last 48 hours.
Wow. It's pretty crazy. Where's college basketball going?
Half of that makes me excited.
We'll come back to that.
Best is yet to come.
Mm-hmm.
We'll come back to that. First up, we got Olympics. We're going to work backwards. We're going to start with the fact that, is it me or did just nobody care about the Olympics this year?
Well, I think it has to be because of the time schedule here. Nobody in America wants to wake up at 2 in the morning.
The curling championship was at 1:30 in the morning. I know
Half
a lot
of it
of
was at 10 o'clock. I mean, everyone's sleeping and stuff.
I mean,
And it was just there was no big headlines. Shaun White made his return. Chloe Kim was great, but other than that, there was nothing to look forward to. I mean, you had a bunch of young hockey guys who, even though that was exciting, they got whooped.
yeah. I mean, the NHL not allowing NHL players definitely hurt it.
I think it's cool to bring in college players, but it's just you have no names that you know.
I mean, any gold medal match or competition or anything with the USA, and I'll watch. I'll root for the USA and all that. But
Summer just dominates.
Get up at 2 in the morning.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you this. I don't know if it's treason to just not care about the Olympics, but
I really don't care.
It comes back to this
It was
for me.
boring.
I'm a huge Olympic hockey guy, and the NHL totally sucks. First of all, the NHL had their All-Star game the same day as the NBA All-Star game.
Yeah,
Smart.
I didn't even know that until right
I'm
now.
sorry, check that. The same day as the Pro Bowl. But my point is,
I
it's
didn't
two
know that
sports
either.
that, no offense, but I care about dearly.
Well, the hockey is fun right now. The Flyers are doing really well right now, but NHL as a whole is going down the drain.
I'm just saying, the NHL is such a likable sport. It's such a likable league, and they do everything in their power to make sure people in the U.S. don't care about it.
Wait.
Why would you not let your players play in the Olympics? It's the one aspect of the Olympics I kind of care about. It's cool.
What team is in Vegas now?
Vegas Knights.
At least they're good. I mean, that's good for the NHL, right?
Yeah, and the Fly Guys are doing good right now, except, the point is they should be coming back from Olympic break right now.
Yeah, he's right.
That's true.
And
I mean,
the problem you got is it's cool, it's amateurs, it's true to form Olympics, but the Russians are the only people that train an amateur hockey team.
It's just a lot of racing in the Winter Olympics. I mean, you have the downhill skiing, you have this skating, and no one wants to sit there and just watch these races. You want competitive stuff, and that's where the summer just always has something competitive.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of sports that
never
it's
the relays are awesome, sprinting.
Hey,
there's the cross country skiing and all that.
That one grew on
it's
me.
cool.
The guys with
Here's
the
the thing
guns or whatever.
about the Winter Olympics. They're cool for the first 5 minutes you watch them, and then they're just boring.
Cross country skiing, at least they
nothing
get
to look
guns
forward to.
involved, so it's somewhat cool.
It's not.
And they don't have any Michael Phelps.
And
Shaun White.
it's not like it's
They
swimming.
do have the curling guy that had
basketball.
The Cinderella story of the Olympics was the curling guy who stopped
yeah.
eating pizza 5 days a week to
Drop 35 pounds.
To create longevity for his curling career, and everybody's like, curling's going to catch on in the U.S. now. Name one person we know that has been following curling for the last number of years that could set that up.
I can't,
I don't know. But it could be different up north. I mean, the states
I don't even know
around
I don't
Canada.
even know how curling works. Is it shuffleboard on?
All I know is this guy was a
it's
4-time Olympian curler, and he ate pizza 5 days a week.
That's
yeah,
cool.
but I mean, the Summer Olympics just take out everything. How about Canada though?
Yeah, Canada sucked.
Canada.
I mean, that's that's their one time to shine ever.
The Winter Olympics.
And they just did terrible.
And they couldn't even beat us in women's hockey. That was
And
probably the most
win-
Michael Phelps-esque
they
thing
win-
we got this year.
they
It was
win
the
men's
hockey
hockey,
storyline.
yeah.
Didn't win men's hockey.
Lost to
They
Germany.
lost to Germany.
And they lost
Where did
curling.
Russia come from? It wasn't even Russia.
Well, Russia's the only team that trains amateur athletes in hockey, so that was a given. And they just stampeded Germany in the finals.
They lost curling to the
national
United
anthem.
States, so I mean, they really took it on the chin.
Yeah, I mean, Canada, you blew it.
Hyundai.
All right, we're coming back stateside here. NCAA is just in complete shambles right now. I'm watching it crumble before my eyes. Duke's losing. North Carolina's losing. Sean Miller's getting busted.
I'm not shocked.
I mean, it's all going down.
Is anyone shocked?
I just think, in terms of the teams losing, I don't think it's hard to even rank teams these days because there's so many athletes, and it's not like football where you have 22 different athletes on the field. You have 5 at a time, and these schools are just so many athletes these days that no team is really number 1. No team is really 60th. They're all great. They're all great.
I mean, I think it's pretty cool this year, though. I
Yeah,
mean,
no, it's way
there's
more
no,
fun.
There's no
March
Dom-
Madness
there's
is
no
going to
Kentucky
be even
that's
crazier
like 30
than,
and 0 right now.
Yeah, March Madness is going to be even crazier
It's
than
gonna
ever,
make it-
which is
I mean,
awesome.
I was on the Villanova bandwagon for a while. I thought Villanova was the one team that I could put in my bracket
I'm
as a
still
lock.
No one's safe.
But
Same
now
with this.
Villanova stinks too. Everybody
I
stinks.
don't know.
It's
Let's
all
talk
about
about
teams
Duke.
heat up. I mean,
That was an god awful performance by Duke down the stretch.
Yeah,
blowing
but
that game to
people
Virginia Tech.
forget that Virginia Tech beat Virginia
yeah.
and
number one
Duke lost it.
Yeah, but Duke had the game in hand, Tom. They blew it.
Duke, they're young, and I don't know. It's
Con-
I just don't want
it's
to.
Conference
just the
game.
team.
Virginia
What's
Tech's
cool
a
to
tough-
think about is
Virginia
Duke.
Tech's a tough place to play at.
That's true, but Duke gets the top players every
I mean,
year
yeah,
for the
they
last
have
couple
no
of years.
excuses. They have
And
great players. And
It
they
promotes
just
college
lose it.
basketball because they get the top recruiting class every year, and it hasn't mattered. I mean, they've won what, like 2 national championships in
I
the
don't know
one-and-done
if
era.
they're still 24-5.
Yeah. Well, that's
So-
what makes it. I mean, I think it's way more cool. I think it's way more fun to watch teams get upset every now and then.
They're still one of the best teams. I mean, they
Yeah,
just lost.
they'll make a run, no doubt.
It's not a
But
big deal.
I think Virginia's the clear number one. The way they play is real.
I respect their game
I would
a lot
agree.
on defense.
I agree with that, but for some reason, that never
Oh,
wins.
they never win.
That
Yeah,
type
never.
of
Oh, like they're
basketball.
not
They're
gonna win.
always
the
out
type
by the
of
Sweet
basketball,
16.
the type of basketball they play never
Mhm.
wins in
Yeah.
March.
Oh, they're not
They
going to
don't
win,
heat
but
up.
it'll
Yeah.
be exciting to watch.
They're
at
a
least.
very solid team, but they're nothing to win a championship. They
Yeah.
have no dazzle.
I mean, they take the shot clock down to 28
Yeah.
seconds.
That's
Wait, did you guys see the new NIT rules? Like, they test out new rules.
Yeah, they're backing it up.
They're backing the three-point line up.
That's pretty
Another
cool.
Make the game
they're backing up
interesting.
2 feet to FIBA rules.
Yeah, it makes it more fun.
and they're widening the lane to the NBA width.
That's what it should be.
I mean, it should all just be.
It's going to be pretty cool.
To me, it should all just be one regulation court. The 3-point line should be in the same place worldwide across the
I
board.
mean,
Just
college players
globalized
sometimes
basketball.
have a tough time adjusting to the NBA. This makes it a lot easier. Now you just got to adjust from high school to college.
Right.
But
It's pretty cool.
No, I
Yeah,
mean,
I
it's,
mean, I'll be watching. I mean,
yeah, I
I
think
hope
it's
I
awesome.
want to pay attention. I hope they move it back. That'd be
Yeah.
pretty cool.
as much
That'd
as
make it more entertaining.
Yeah.
as much as the teams are competitive, this is all happening in the wake of the Sean Miller incident. He got caught wiretapping. He got wiretapped talking about giving a player
I
$100,000.
saw that, but apparently it didn't match up. Like their story, ESPN story that they dropped, did not match up with the FBI's. So this is all still
Hearsay and stuff.
it's still foggy.
I mean, the point I want to make to you guys is do you think it's a little absurd that the Federal Bureau of Investigations has to step in and clean up an amateur sports association? It's
I
just,
think, I mean,
it's just completely absurd
NCAA's
to
got
me
to take more control.
that the
I mean, they
NCAA is just so weak
They
and
want to
such a
put these,
joke
yeah, they want to put these dumb rules on people, and yet they can't even do their
that
investigations.
now people that
themselves.
have real investigations to do
Yeah.
throughout the country have to stop what they're doing. The Manhattan office is taking charge. The Manhattan office that put the New York mob behind bars is now shifting their attention to basketball.
I mean, I don't even think DeAndre
Ooh.
Ayton cares. I mean, if
Yeah, what
they
do you
get the
do
money. He's going to the NBA. He's probably
He's the
going to
first
be a top
pick.
10
He's
pick.
gonna be the
Yeah,
fir- he's projected
number one. Yeah, he's a great player. He's going to make even more money. And some of it I don't get. I mean, it all comes back to like Reggie Bush. He got stripped of the Heisman, which is ridiculous.
He still won
And
it.
NCAA,
like, what?
NCAA is just stupid.
Like, I don't understand what stripping like a team
A title that someone
a
earned.
title.
oh yeah, the Louisville
They still-
thing.
they
That's
still have to
Dude,
play
they
the
earned it.
game.
like,
They
oh,
earned
they
the
stripped
championship.
they stripped the banner down. Except that didn't just wipe from everyone's memory that they won that
Yeah.
national championship.
They're clearly the
So,
champions.
and I listened to a podcast on with Frank Kaminsky, part of my take, how Frank Kaminsky said guys in his NBA locker room are saying they're getting paid. They got paid in college and all that too. So, I mean, it's not just DeAndre
Who isn't
Ayton.
getting paid if you're
Yeah,
a big
right.
player?
Yeah, for
I mean,
real.
the 3 meals a day that you're providing in college, and people just want to have money. I mean, they don't have time for jobs. They're working on a team. They only have like a certain amount of things provided for them. Why aren't you allowed to have jersey sales or sign autographs for some money? I think NCAA is ridiculous, these rules. Let them make their own money. If they can, they can, but they should be allowed to. That's my take
I
on
mean,
it.
it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of sports, nice transition there. Justin Thomas, 24 years old, 8 PGA wins, and probably the greatest clip to come out of golf in a long time. You want to explain, Tom?
Yeah, so Justin Thomas was in the lead at the Honda Classic, just an early golf tournament, to kick the season off. And he's driving down the fairway. He drives straight down the middle. And there's always hecklers in golf, right?
Yeah, of
People that
course.
just always screaming, getting the
This makes it
hole,
fun.
yelling at you, some Shooter McGavin type stuff. And one guy screamed after he hit it, "Get in the bunker." And Justin Thomas
pulled a Nick Saban.
didn't like it too much, and he turned around and said, "Who was it?" And he found out who the guy was, and he just said, "He said your day's over. Take a walk."
No,
buddy."
he didn't say your day's over. He said take a walk, buddy.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said your day is up. Your day's over. Take a walk,
He had to
buddy.
throw the buddy in there. But
And then, so the guy got kicked out for heckling Justin Thomas.
This is great because golf hasn't had a villain in a long time, and everybody is comparing Justin Thomas to the next Tiger Woods because of how he stacks up with the wins and stuff at a young age. But this guy is the opposite of Tiger Woods. You had to love Tiger Woods back in the day, and Justin Thomas is the complete opposite of Tiger Woods. After that clip, I love hating this guy.
I think it's hilarious. I mean, that's a soft move by Justin Thomas. The guy's clearly in his head.
Just what a baby.
He's got some real estate in his head. I mean, I don't think the guy shouldn't have got kicked out for that, but he could do it. I think it was funny how he said it. He said, "Take a walk."
It's
buddy.
just it's classic 24-year-old kid in today's society.
He said, "Take
just
a walk."
Can't take the heat.
But
that's funny.
Yeah, I mean, I think it is what it is. I mean, I guess are you not allowed to do that in golf tournaments?
I mean,
it's a gentleman's sport.
It's an unwritten.
Yeah.
Golf's all about unwritten rules.
Yeah.
And I guess you can't, but at the same time, there's also an unwritten rule that you should be a freaking man when you're playing in a PGA golf tournament.
I think Justin Thomas should put a huge target on his back now because it shows that
there's going to be so many copycats.
So now everybody everywhere is just going to be trying to get into his head.
Yeah.
And it's not like anybody's going to stick up for him either. I mean, this guy's the new villain of golf, and it's maybe it'll bring golf back. I mean,
yeah, I mean he might not have got the heckler might not have gotten to his head to affect his game, but he
50
got
more hecklers
he
at your next
acknowledged
PGA
he
event.
acknowledged that he said that, and I don't know. It's going to be funny to see down the road how he plays now with all these people.
I mean, I think this is only going to attract more attention to him.
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
There's going to be hecklers now everywhere.
That's what I'm
saying
saying.
every single shot.
We're all arguing the same point here.
There's going to be signs saying "Get in the bunker" now for this guy. So he only just hurt himself doing that. That's pretty funny.
It's going to be great. All right, back to real sports. Gronk is in discussions with WWE right now. Would you guys want to see Gronk on a WWE stage? Because I'm kind of torn here.
I don't think anyone wouldn't want to see Gronk in the WWE. I mean, if
I just
there's
don't see
anyone
Gronk
in any
in football.
sport, that's true. If there's anyone in any sport to join the WWE, it's Gronk. He's bigger
I disagree.
than
I got LeVar Ball on that one.
I don't know.
Oh, I mean, LeVar Ball.
I don't know
That's
though.
true.
I think
I mean, in terms of he's a joking around guy. He's big.
Yeah,
he can hold
yeah.
himself
Entertainment
together.
wise, he's perfect.
He would bring so much money to WWE.
If the
but
WWE
if he leaves for football, that's just.
If he leaves for injuries, that doesn't make sense because with
those guys
WWE,
take
there's
beating.
people getting bashed on the head.
Yeah.
He's going to be diving from the
It's all
top rope.
staged.
The biggest thing
right?
I'd be concerned
My
about if I was
person
Vince
didn't
McMahon
watch
is,
WWE,
and I'm hiring Gronk to be an act in WWE is that these people write storylines for the characters out there. They're characters. If you want Gronk to be funny in WWE, you got to just give him a microphone and say, hey, Gronk, keep it PG and give these guys a show. But, you can't write, a Rob Gronkowski storyline.
It kinda
All the
takes away
other
the fun.
guys that came from football to WWE and the sport right now of professional wrestling are all just, washed up football players. And that's their storyline, like Brock Lesnar, for example.
I could
They're
see
washed
why.
up scrubs.
I
Gronk
could
was
see
actually
why.
good at football.
I mean, what else?
Gronk's amazing. He's the best tight end in
If
football
he retired
right
right now,
No doubt.
I mean, he'd still be the best tight end of all
Yeah.
time. He's won a Super Bowl. What
Yeah,
else
one
does
of
he
the
have to
top,
play
yeah.
for? I could see him going out with Tom Brady. I mean,
I just don't think
I can
it would
see
be
that.
that funny if he was on WWE.
No, I think he would
Everybody would be
definitely.
like,
It
yeah,
would be
man,
fine
it's
for the
Gronk.
first
It's gonna be
whatever.
hilarious.
For the first couple of months.
And
but
then they
it
would write him.
go
They would have to write it.
You might as well stay and break more records. Just break unbelievable
Yeah.
records.
You might as well
He's
just
an
stop playing.
unbelievable
You
talent.
might as well just keep playing football because if you understand Gronk's personality, there's not really much of a brain that he has to save or preserve anyway. So you might as well just keep going.
well, I could see him going for entertainment purposes, but if he's going for the fact that he wants to leave football injuries behind and all that, I don't see
Why
the
would he
WWE is a
Well, he has a
reasonable-
history
a
of
place to go.
injuries, and after the Super Bowl, I'm pretty sure he didn't play, and later that day he was out partying,
That was a
dancing
classic.
around on the dance
Rob
floor.
Gronk
I mean, I
story.
could care less. I just
When
think
they
it's
lost the
hilarious.
Super Bowl to the Giants, and
Yeah.
Rob Gronk went dancing.
The guy
around
knows
the-
how to have fun, and he knows how to attract
Yeah.
people to him.
Yeah,
So let
he-
him
he
do
feels-
whatever he wants. So
I mean, he's going to go wherever the money is.
Yeah,
That's the
he's
bottom
good
line.
at everything too. So
All right, last thing here, a little tidbit from Twitter. Geno Smith was popping off this weekend. He's jumping on the Kyrie Irving bandwagon about the flat Earth theory. So where do you guys stand on this? I know you might be. I know you're a devout Christian, so you might be on the flat Earth bandwagon too. But what do you guys think?
I think there's no proof that we landed on the moon. First off, so there's no proof of what the world really looks like, and there's no question
You mean
why.
like what
Like from like space? No, I mean I guess like.
I mean, you mean like satellite images of the world
Prove
being
it.
around?
Yeah,
I guess
prove it,
satellite.
though.
Yeah, you
Prove
don't
it.
know like anything these days. The government. It could be whack, and there's no reason why the Earth can't be flat. I mean, I think like it's probably. This is what I'm saying. The Earth, I think, is round, but there's like if they said someone came out and was like, just on like CNN, the Earth is flat, I'd be like, doesn't surprise me. I believe the whole like it was in my mind somewhere the whole time. Just like someone said, we didn't land on the moon. I knew that. Yeah, it was
Well, I
back
mean,
there
this is-
somewhere.
this
It's not
is-
surprising.
Geno Smith probably thought, since Kyrie said the Earth's flat, he probably said, this generated some publicity for Kyrie. I could do the same thing.
Yeah, I mean,
So he
that's the
probably
worst
did.
part about
It
it.
could be a hoax. Listen,
probably-
I'm
This
just
is the
saying
time of the year-
satellites and everything you know could just be a hoax.
He
This
probably
is the time
said,
of the year where there's just nothing going on in sports, so
this is all
athletes have
just
to
a
generate
stunt
publicity
for Geno
by
Smith to stay relevant.
starting this freaking
In
rabbit
terms
hole.
of the Earth actually being flat
conspiracy
around,
He
You
followed
don't,
us
you don't-
through all-
unless you go into
No
space
idea.
and look at the Earth,
But
you have
you
no
don't
idea.
know
You
that.
can't trust the
You
internet.
don't know.
Can't trust
If you go look on
satellites.
Twitter though,
That's
this
all.
isn't like a tweet. This is a thread. Like Geno Smith is bad. Like people are bashing Geno Smith on Twitter. He's like
That's
firing
ridiculous.
back.
Yeah.
He followed up with the chicken or the egg question. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, he's no chance in hell of starting for the Giants. So I guess he might as well get himself some.
Well, I
free publicity.
heard the Giants are going to draft Saquon.
That would be awesome. But
That's awesome for the Eagles because, it would be better than going up against a quarterback.
yeah, it's true.
I mean, I'd rather
Yeah,
play a
I mean,
beastly
running
running
back
back.
can't single-handedly defeat.
It's
a team.
also hard to make for me
It's very
as a
difficult.
science guy to make an argument for the flat Earth when its three biggest supporters are B.O.B., Geno Smith, and Kyrie.
It's true.
I mean, B.O.B. hasn't
Listen,
made a good
if-
rap
if-
song
unless
in like
you've
2
been up in
years.
space, you have no room to say that the Earth isn't flat.
Yeah, but how do we know people have been in space?
That's what I'm saying. So how do we know the Earth isn't flat? How can we trust satellites and everything? I mean, this it's all whacked these days. I mean, people are getting upset. No one watches the Olympics. Why can't the Earth be flat? It's just not surprising at all.
I
So,
wouldn't be shocked.
I don't think it is, but if someone told me, I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
I agree.
Yeah, it was like proven. So I guess we'll never know.
Unless, you're an astronaut. Or
Yeah, for real.
Well-
I mean, we'll send someone up in the NASA. We send TC up in NASA. But
All right,
we'll
well,
see.
4 quarters. Alex is on a 3-game suspension.
Without pay.
So,
He's
I
on
mean,
the,
new episode soon.
He-
Whatever soon means. Soon's a relative term. I guess it will. On AK time, we'll have a new episode out after this one.
Yeah.
All right, stay classy.